Class 6, your chapter number 8, Introduction to Flash CS3, and today we are going to start our next topic using the paint bucket tool and two types of animations in Flash. Okay, and today we are going to discuss about this two types of frames, frame by frame animation, two end animation. Okay students, so let's start this topic. Okay, so class 6, first of all open your Flash, then select any object to create in a between, then to accordingly to set a position of a keyframe, timelines, etc. Okay, you can create any object in this help of a Flash software. Okay, many tools are also available in this software. Okay, now try it student and practice this tools. Okay, sixth class, today we are going to start a new topic. Your new topic name is using the paint bucket tool. So student, you can use the paint bucket tool to paint enclosed areas with three types of fills. So number first, solid colors, gradient fills, blend of two or more colors combination, and bitmap fills. So picture or images included. Okay, so let us learn the steps to use this tool. Number first step, select the paint bucket tool. Second, click on the fill color drop down triangle to see the fill color platte. Then third, select a solid color from the platte. If you want to fill a gradient, select a gradient fill from the platte's bottom. Now click inside the shape to fill it with the selected color. Okay, now you can look at the your book. So solid color and gradients all are available in your book. Now tip, when you select the paint bucket tool, a gap size modifier button appear in the options area of the toolbox. When you click on this modifiers, it displays four options, so you can select any one of these options and paint bucket tool will modify the outline of the shape accordingly while filling it with colors. Okay, now you can see a properly gap size modifier option. Okay, now you look properly. Now next, using the eraser tool. So students, the eraser tool is used for erasing anything that is drawn on the stage. Okay, now the Flash program also allow us to control how the eraser tool works in different modes. So eraser lines and fills on the stage. So the steps to use the eraser tools are as follows. Number first, click to select the eraser tool. Second, click on the eraser mode button and select a required eraser mode from the drop down menu. Okay, now the third step, student, click on the eraser shape button and select a required eraser shape and size. Okay, now last, fourth, drag the eraser tool over the drawing to erase a required part. The eraser in different modes works like as shown below. Okay, now you can see a properly eraser normal, eraser fills, eraser lines, erase the selected fields, erase inside. Okay, so to delete everything on the stage, just double click on the eraser tool in the tools panel. Okay, next, student selecting object using selection tool. So the selection tool is used to select a single or multiple objects on the stage. Okay, so let's study about this all these steps. So first is click on the select tool in the tools panel. Then to select a stroke outline, click on the shaped outline. Then next, to select a fill, click on the color field inside a shape. Okay, fourth is to select a shape as well as its outline, double click inside this shape. Then fifth, to select one complete object fill plus outline or more than one object. So just select the selection tool and drag the mouse to draw a selection border around these objects. Okay, now you can see a properly outline selection fill plus outline selection, multiple object selection. Okay, now next is activity. So now you can see a take the correct answer in the box. So first question, which tool helps you to draw straight lines? So straight line helps you line tool. Okay, then second, which area in the tools panel contain the tools modifier button? It's a options area. Third, which tool helps you draw perfect circle? It's a oval tool. Okay, fourth, which tool can you use to draw rectangle? It's a rectangle tool. Fifth, last, which tool is used to fill color and shape? Which one? Paint bucket tool. Okay, now next topic is you are creating a simple animation in Flash. So let us learn about this some basic menu option in Flash and how to create a simple shape and animate it on the stage. So creating a new Flash document, so you can use the new option of the file menu to create a blank new document. Okay, so these steps are as follows. Number first, student, click on file new. So this will open up the new document dialog box, so with the journal tab active. Okay, second, select the Flash file, then option in the type list. Third, click on the OK button. A new tab containing a Flash document will open in the document window. Okay, now you can see a properly new document dialog box. Okay, Now next student, setting the document properties. So student, when a new document is created in Flash, so it opens with the default property setting. So we can modify default properties according to our needs by using the steps are given below. So number first step, student, click on modify document to open the document property dialog box. Then second, enter a title for the document. Third, enter a description about the document. Fourth, specify the size of the stage, width and height in pixels. Fifth is student, select a color for the stage background. Sixth, specify the frame rate, the speed at which the frames are played in a movie. So seventh, click to make these settings are default settings so that they are applied automatically to all the newly created documents. Okay. Then finally last step, click on the OK button to set the properties and close the dialog box. Okay. Now you can open this type document properties also given in your book, document properties dialog box. Okay, you can say dimensions, width, okay, background color, etc. Now look student, next topic, drawing objects in the keyframe. So the after setting up the document properties, the next step is to draw an object into the default blank keyframe. Okay, so that appears on the timeline when we open a new Flash document. So the steps to draw the objects are as follows. So number first student, select a required tool from the tools panel. Okay, here the oval tool is selected. Okay, then second, select the desired stroke and fill colors from the sections of the tools panel. Okay, third, drag the pointer on the stage to draw any object. Here we have drawn a ball. Then fourth, drag the object ball to the position where you want it to be at the start of animation. Okay, now look and you can see a properly object drawn in the first keyframe. Okay, so next, remember, if a keyframe is blank, it will have a blank dot, okay, over it. So when a keyframe contains some object pictures, solid black dot is seen over it on the timeline. Okay, next student is a converting an object to a symbol. So a symbol is a reusable object in Flash. Okay, so once an object has been converted into a symbol, it will go into the Flash library. So Flash library, from where we can drag as many instances or copies of it on the stage as needed. To convert it an object to a symbol, follow these steps. So number first student, select the object and click on modify convert to symbol to open the convert to symbol dialog box. Second, in the convert to symbol dialog box, enter a name for the symbol. Third, select the movie clip option and click on the OK button. Then the shape will change to a movie clip symbol and will get added to the Flash library. Okay, now see the convert to symbol, okay, to a dialog box. Now next topic is you're inserting the second keyframe. Okay, so we have learned earlier that a frame is a single step of animation on the Flash timeline. So a keyframe is a special type of frame, so where an animator draws the object, so signaling important changing in the object's position, size, color or other attributes. Okay, so Flash automatically fills up the frames lying between two keyframes to create an animation. So we need not insert the first keyframe as it is automatically inserted by Flash. To insert the second keyframe, follow these steps are given below. So number first student, click on the 30th frame on the timeline to select it. So you can click on any other frame as you like. Okay. Second, right click on the selected frame and click on the insert keyframe option from the shortcut menu to insert a keyframe at the selected position. Okay. Then third, the same shape ball will be seen in this keyframe as well. Okay, you can look as properly insert keyframe options. Okay, given in your book. Then next and last topic is your today types of animation in Flash. Okay, so student, there are two types of animation in Flash. Okay, so frame by frame animation and twinned animation. So let us learn about them. Okay, so number first student, frame by frame animation. So frame by frame animation, as the name suggests, is a type of animation. So where we need to draw every step of animation in different frames. Okay, so when the frames are played one after the other, the effect of movement or animation becomes visible. Okay, now second name is animation, twinned animation. So the word twin is short for the word in between. Okay, so twin refer to the process where Flash automatically generate intermediate frames, so between the two images. Number first, keyframes to gives us an illusion of motion. Okay, so motion twin and shape twin are two basic kinds of twinned animation supported by Flash. Number first name is a motion twin is a kind of animation so that enables that movement of an image from its position in the first keyframe to its position in the second keyframe. Now second is shape twin is a kind of animation so that enables the smooth transition of the first image into the second image. Okay, so student, just read out these topics and about this types of animation in flash, keyframes, etc. Okay students. And class 6, your today's homework is chapter number 8, page number 100 to 104 and read, then and page number 101 do in your book. Okay students.